All right, guys. So in last session, we have understood about the persona-based prompting, right? And I can say we have completely covered most of the basic prompting that we are going to use in our day-to-day life or while creating any AI agent. So we have completed zero shot prompting, one shot, few shot, chain out, role-based, and persona. So these are the basically the techniques of the prompting that we have covered. So now in the today's session, we are going to cover about the structure output prompting. So this is not just a type of prompting, but we can modify our AI models to give the expected output. So like after understanding about all the type of technique of the prompting, we are just going to create our AI models, right? We are going to integrate in our applications in our backend servers, right? But the thing is, the AI used to respond in a text format, right? Whatever we have seen till now, we are just seeing like AI responding in a text way. But let's say when we are going to integrate any of the AI agents that we're going to create, we just want some specific type of format that needs to be written from that AI agent. So in that case, this structure output prompting is mandatory in that, right? So let's say we have some backend system where user we are getting some data from the users form, and I want to extract some like the users basic data like first name, last name, phone number, etc. So I just want these details that we can send to our REST APIs, right? So in order to do that, what we can say, like we have to give a context to our AI agents, like we need the output in this structure only. So whenever we are getting some inputs from UI, let's say from we have a Google form from which user is going to input some values and we are getting response, we are just sending that same response, whatever we have received from UI, to our AI agents to extract all these values from that data and send to the other REST APIs. Okay. So for that purpose, we can use. So this is the one of the example I have given, like in the basic software engineering cycle, like we basically used to do that. So if you see, it's also saying like learns how to ask AI for clean JSON format, Markdown tables, and API ready responses that are easy to parse, right? So basically, we have to construct the output that we're receiving from the AI agent in a some expected result, right? So for example, JSON format we can say, right? Markdown we can say, like let's say there are some summary, we need some title summary, or we can say in some of we face incidents, so we have to report the root cause analysis, right? So we can say we need the RCA format in this way. We can feed the to AI, and the same way they are going to uh, manipulate the data and give her the RCA in the expected format, right? Same way we can ask in table formatted part, like API response, like let's say our API needs some status data, any message, response, error code, something like that. So we can give the structure output to our AI agents in order to get the same response. So we can feed that response that directly to our any REST APIs, right? From that we are going to receive from AI agents. So these are the basic examples that has been given, like backend integration that I said, like automation systems. So anyways, like AI model is going to integrate to automate the any flows, right? So there we can integrate with the some expected output to send to the any APIs, right? So these are the best practice. So let's dive into the VS Code part to see some few examples. Okay. Uh, Let me copy this and just rename with a structure output, struct struct. Let me rename struct out from fine. So we just don't need these details. We are going to just write the structure based output prompt for this example. So other thing will remain as it is because we need OS, our OpenAI, and the environment variables and API keys, right? So this will remain same. We're just going to write the system prompt, okay, to basically get some value in expected output. So let's say you are an expert AI model which used to parse data from a uh, it's a statement and return expected output with required parsed fields in, let's say, JSON format. Okay, so we'll give some example. Let's say example, not conversation. Example, let's say user sent, mm, my name is Amit. I am 28 years old. My place of birth is Delhi, India. Okay. So expected output, I will say name Amit, age 28, place of birth Delhi, India. Right. We want this expected output. Similar way, let's give some another example. User input, my name is John. I am 35-year-old. My place of birth is New York, USA. Okay, and expected output will be in this format. Age 35, place of birth. Yes. Let's give one more feed. Uh, let's say I am Sarah, a 22-year-old guy from London, UK. Okay, so expected output will be name, age, and place of birth. Right. So I've just given some few short examples to feed and the return expected output. Right. So this we have given the a systematic structure of our output that we basically need for our AI agent, or we can say AI model. Right. Now let's say I'm just giving some feed. Uh, I am Sumit, a 25-year old software developer from Bangalore, India. Okay. So I just given this feed. Let's say what will my AI will return. Now let's run this, activate the V environment, and then just run our structure. Let me ignore this part. So yeah, here you can see we have received the response from our AI model that we have created for a structure-based response, and the feed that we have given is I am Sumit, a 25-year-old engineer from Bangalore. So here you can see my AI agent is able to parse the required details in the same format that we need from the AI model. So this is like they have passed name, age, and place of birth, right? Now let's say you are thinking about, let's say user haven't provided any data. In this case, how AI will respond? Even that is an edge case that we have to basically whoever creating the model, like they have to handle this edge cases scenarios. But let's see what currently they are going to respond. 24-year-old man. That's it. I'm writing and I'm not giving any birthplace and all. Then let's see what they're responding. Let's see what AI will respond. So yeah, this is expected case, right? AI is not able to parse the my birthplace, but they're able to parse the name and the age. So they're responding in JSON format. So there is no changes in our format part. The only thing is whatever response we don't have, they are not able to parse. They're sending the, which is an expected case. Even in the real life scenario, if we don't have any data, if we are not getting a response from the user input, then it will remain blank, right? Fine. And we can do one thing, even if we don't want to pass empty value in our backend system, then we can add one more thing here in the our AI model itself. If not able to parse any filled data, then return not defined, or just return undefined. What that will. Okay. So I have just make our AI model to respond in such a way. If we don't able to get some response for some specific field, then just put undefined in that place instead of like empty string. So yeah, here you can see like we are getting the expected response, and as we don't have any place of work in it, they're sending responses undefined, right? So like this is the way like we can modify our AI response to send the expected structure output, right? To integrate in our backend system or automation system. So yeah, that's all for today. Let's see you on next video. Bye.